Hey guys, so this is for Wednesday. That is December, who even knows? December 9th. Yes, okay. So this week we're working on the story of the opposite side of your viewpoint. So if you believe that global warming is a thing, global climate change, I should say, and that we need to do something about it, we want to find someone who feels the opposite, someone who maybe thinks that climate change is not real, or someone who feels like the changes that we would have to make would hurt us worse than it would help us, that kind of thing. Okay, so today is Wednesday. You should have already done some brainstorming on Monday. You should have already found a story or a person to talk to on Tuesday. Today, you're planning out how you want to tell that story. And if you're smart, you'll start creating it because it's due Friday. Okay, so let's take a look. So today we are looking at this. This is a lesson. So this doesn't necessarily have anything that you need to turn in. So before you create the story that you will share about the person who's experienced the topic from the opposite viewpoint, you should have some plans. Okay, so I really want you to look for someone who has an experience with it. So not just someone who says global warming isn't a thing, but someone who maybe works in a coal plant, who is really worried about them losing their job if everything turns to renewable energy, and how are they going to feed their family, right? So those kinds of stories to get an actual, how does it affect their life? Okay, so I attached this planning sheet. You do not have to use it, but you need to make sure that all of these things are included in the story that you are telling, okay? So let's see. So you're going to use this planning sheet. Go ahead for today. The plan is for you to fill out this planning sheet. If you click here, it will give you a copy of it. I don't need it. I'm not going to grade it, but you need to make sure that all of these things are in your project. Okay, so you're going to look at these things, make sure you have them. Once you have all of these things in place, which is why I would use this paper, right? Once you have all those things in place, is when you are then going to actually begin creating your piece, right? So remember, you have your options page here to help you with that. So let's say that I've decided that I'm going to do a recorded presentation, right? I've already planned out everything I need to have on my story so that I can tell my story. Now I'm going to work on, okay, I'm going to make a recorded presentation. So I might use this, right? Here is, once again, I'll make a copy. Here is an outline for what I'm going to put on my presentation. So slide number 1, I'm going to put a picture of a coal mine. And I'm going to say my person is worried about losing their job. Okay, slide number 2, I'm going to put a picture of the person's family. And I'm going to talk about how they have 4 children and barely make it paycheck to paycheck, and they're worried about that, right? So you would add more rows as you need to as you go through here. So slide number 3, slide number 4, however many you need to tell the whole story, right? So, see, I should have done this. So basically, I'm taking these things, the name of the person, some details you can share. So I'm taking that and I'm putting it here, right? So a picture of the person, name of person, okay? Then I'm saying, okay, some background about this person. So maybe that is where I would put a picture of the coal mine, and they've been working in the coal mine for 25 years and they're worried about losing their job, right? So then the next one, how did you find this story? So then you might say, this person is related to my grandma, lives in Virginia, right? Like that kind of thing. Okay, so once you have this all planned out, you are then going to follow the instructions here for how to actually create my presentation. So then the presentation is the piece I'm going to turn in. So this is due Friday. The completed piece is due Friday. So this is your instructions. Pretty much everything I just said. and that completed piece is due Friday. So today's Wednesday, so you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to plan it out, figure out how you're going to tell it, put it together, turn it in.